After the tsunami's ravaging effect in Asia in 2004, our family became much more sensitive to the physical needs of children in the world. We began to look at ways we could help with hunger and homes for needy children. We received word from one of our African friends in Nigeria that the need there was great and increasing. Our research led us to UNICEF figures pointing to a staggering orphan problem in Nigeria alone of 7 million children. Nigeria is the most populated country in Africa, with a population of nearly 140 million. 1 out of every 6 Africans are Nigerian. The HIV factor is increasing steadily as more and more Nigerians abandon many of the family values and religious practices that have held this disease at bay. Realizing the enormous need and having previously lived and worked in Africa, we were moved to return and bring hope by helping one child at a time. Beverly and I engaged hard-working individuals from various walks of life and career paths in the USA to form a Place of Hope Africa. Our directors contribute to a plan and a perspective that is enabling us to reach these children.
Children like Chisoba, the first orphan to be helped by Place of Hope Africa. Chisoba is an HIV-positive child whose parents have both died from the disease, and her relatives are either unable or refuse to care for her. Her body manifested the effects of a life without the essentials that a child needs to thrive. Her siblings were said to be infected with the disease and were living from place to place. After taking them into our rented flat in the village where she's from, we began to assess her condition and that of her siblings. The test indicated that she was at a critical stage in the disease's progress and that the siblings were negative. We secured medical attention and the medication she needed to begin fighting for her life. Her sad eyes within a few days began to brighten. Today she smiles, dances, sings, and her health has had an incredible reversal. Chisoba has something today that so many orphan children in Nigeria still do not have: hope. Like hers, there are countless life stories that you and I could help write an ending to. An ending of hope. Building a place of hope in the town of OP is part of changing the ultimate direction of some of the 7 million children struggling without parents. The need is immediate. Land has been secured by the gracious donation of the people of OP. Now it's time to build homes for these kids.
A Place of Hope Africa's mission is to work with the local authorities to identify the neediest children, assess their medical, mental, and health conditions, and place them in a loving environment where they will receive basic daily necessities and a good education. The question often arises, how can a small monthly contribution make a difference in such an enormous need? The answer is very simple. You can begin to help with whatever you have right now. You see, the economic differences between most African countries and the developed world are great enough that even your smallest financial support can go a long way.
A Place of Hope Africa gives me the opportunity to make an investment in the lives of children in Africa and allows me to train my daughter in the value of taking a portion of what we have and with it bring hope and make life better for someone we don't even know.
I have observed the passion that Joey and Beverly Starling have for this project. Their passion to save children and bring them hope is what brought me front and center to the need that exists and the role that I can play. I'm thrilled to be a supporter of A Place of Hope Africa, and I too believe that helping the millions of orphans begins with helping one.
Recently, I was blessed to visit A Place of Hope Africa and the work they are doing in Nigeria. I was able to see for myself what my small investment can do for this ministry. I absolutely fell in love with the children they are already caring for and was inspired to do more. I toured the land that has been donated and saw the road that was recently bulldozed and actually stood where the future facilities will be constructed. And while I was there, we heard of 8 more orphans who need a place to go. The urgency of building those first homes was very evident to me.
A Place of Hope Africa is not a giant organization, but rather a group of mainstream Americans making change happen in the lives of children in Africa. I believe it's important to keep it simple. People helping people. I hope you will join me in meeting the need of a child through A Place of Hope Africa.